Hey, welcome back into Campsite RV Campfire Story Podcast. We're at episode 10 already, Jay. It's been doing this for a while.
10 weeks on a roll.
Hard to believe, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been going fast.
Yeah, we're enjoying every week. Like I said, every week we try to change things up, make it a little different. We started some phone interviews on the last few, and those have been going good. I know we've got some positive reactions from people
different
on those.
feedback. It's nice to get outside perspective versus just us here.
Hear from different people in the industry, and kind of a lot going on still in the world with the whole coronavirus, and everything seems like it's still making its way up. It's more cases every day, and I guess what have you been doing to pass time with you and your family on the weekend?
Well, it's tough. We had Easter last weekend, so that was difficult not being around the family and everything like that. So we made the best of it. First thing is, FaceTimed, with the family the best we could. And then we just did our own, we cooked an Easter dinner like everyone was there.
Yep.
It was just us and my wife and kids, of course. And so we tried to keep it as normal as possible for the kids' sake. Mm-hmm. But it's just
different.
The same.
It's different.
Yeah.
Right now, everything's it's different. It's like you said. I know we've talked about on the last few podcasts. Just a little eerie.
Yeah. What did you and your family do?
Well, we actually what we did is we still had, like I said, an Easter dinner, and then we did a Easter egg hunt with the kids outside, and then we ended up playing bocce ball.
Yep.
And it was a little cold. I think last year it was like 65, 70, where this year was...
Big difference.
Yeah, it's a lot,
big difference.
A lot colder, so we bundled the kids up and still went outside, because otherwise you sit inside and it's kind of hard to find things to do.
It is, and the more you sit inside and think about it, it's like the worse it is.
Oh, yeah.
And it's tough because my kids want to go next door and play with the neighbor kids, and the neighbor kids want to come over, and their parents are saying stay in the yard, and we're saying stay in the yard. We're doing our best to follow the rules and regulations.
Kids don't get it. They do, but they don't.
Right.
So. But what we did do, even though it was a little cold, I told the wife, I said, how about we just have a fire, a little bonfire, and we can at least do marshmallows and s'mores.
We did the same thing. We did the same thing. We had a little fire on our deck and just enjoyed it. You bundled up, but it was perfect.
Yep. And that's kind of, I guess, what's going to bring us up us in today's episode. We kind of want to switch things up. We've been doing a lot of talking about... facts in the RV industry and
what to do, how to do it, and this is
more serious stuff.
Yeah, this is more of a science experiment.
We kind of want to switch gears and maybe try something that's out of the ordinary. And we're gonna do a podcast today on fire starters.
Yeah. And this is stuff we use.
Yeah, the stuff we use and every day. We sell a lot of these to everyday campers. I personally use both of these products. They work great. And what we're going to do is we're going to show you today the difference between these two fire starters and why you should purchase these fire starters. Right. And it makes your life easier. Yeah. And I'll tell you where they're from and a little brief.
And it's not just, charcoal grills, your fire pit, your smoker, multi-purpose, not just specifically camping and fire pit.
Or even if you have a fire pit at home, like, in the house.
Oh, right.
You can light it that way too, instead of using cardboard or old newspaper or
in your fireplace. Yeah.
Fireplace, yeah. Yep. Jeez, couldn't think of it, but yeah, fireplace in the house. So today we're gonna start off with the first one.
Okay. Hey, wait.
Just to be safe. Okay. Safety first, kids. Safety first. Whenever you start a fire, you want to make sure you have a fire extinguisher.
Right. You never know. Cusco Fire Safety Equipment, Mr. Courtney.
Kyle Courtney, there's a shout out. You gotta have things checked. Call Kyle Courtney.
Yeah, he keeps us safe here. So
he does. So yeah, first things first. But this first one, actually, we carry these in the store. They're called JT Fire Starters, and you get this little pouch here, or a little packet here, and there's 10 of them, 10 starters in this. And JT Fire Starters came from a gentleman of the name Daniel. Yep. Daniel. And Daniel, he created his own business with the help of his family and personal assistants, but does much of the work his own. And each purchase of the JT Fire Starters helps Daniel lead a successful, independent life. In the future, his business, Just Toops, hopes to expand and employ more individuals with autism. So Daniel is autistic, and he actually makes these fire starters
Yeah.
from scratch,
Yep.
and then packages them and takes them to stores, and stores sell them.
Yeah, and it supports him.
It does.
He lives on his own. You know, it supports him as an independent. Started his own, you know, entrepreneur. Good for him.
And he's got his own website.
Yep.
And the things work excellent.
Yeah.
And that's going to be our first little demonstration
Yeah,
here,
and
Jay.
it's and when you pull them out, you're going to see it's an egg carton. They use candle wax, I believe, and even crayon wax, and then just shreds of newspaper up in there. And each one is its own little pod, so they come prepped, ready to go. Pretty simple. I mean, you put it in your fire pit, your fire ring, whatever it may be.
Give her a light.
Lighter. She's gonna get a little smoky.
And we're
in
gonna
here.
actually have fire in here, folks.
Yeah, and just like that.
And just like that, it burns. And
It's
I
a
know,
slow burn because of
Yeah,
the wax.
yep, the
so
wax.
it's not just gonna, you know, take off on you.
but I mean, look how easy that is. Okay, instead of getting newspaper out or cardboard or whatever it may be, or gas or diesel, whatever you use. I mean, literally took you what, 5 seconds?
Right, and it's safe. You're not
Yeah.
throwing gas on a fire.
Exactly.
You know, you're
and it's
not-
contained.
Yep.
Safe for kids. Check this out. Like I said, made by Daniel. The company's JT Fire Starters.
Yep.
Excellent product.
We sell them here.
Yeah, we do sell them here. $4.99 actually. $4.99 for 10.
Right.
Very reasonable.
Right, non-toxic. I mean, you're
Yeah,
not
non-toxic.
You're not going to put a steak on this and have to worry about it. Where you put diesel fuel and then you try to cook with it. You know, sometimes you get some of that aftertaste, and
Yep.
it's just different. So this is safe, non-toxic,
And
perfect.
it's you guys are supporting a great cause.
Right.
I mean,
that's the big thing.
exactly. So check these out. Again, JT Fire Starters. We got plenty of them in the store here. Come on in, try them. I promise you, they won't disappoint. Myself, I use these in the summer all the time when we camp, or either it's at home or out at the campground.
Right.
They work great. So check them out.
Awesome.
So Jay, I'll have you.
Yeah,
Better put that out before we get too
We'll
out
get
of hand
this
here.
one out. We'll have Cresco Fire Department here before we know it.
Yeah, we better take that out. Yeah, we don't want any. So that's the first product.
That is the first one.
The next one we're going to actually do, if you want to set that down there,
Yep,
Jay.
I'm going to get this down here.
So this next one is going to be called Quick Fire. All right. Now the Quick Fire is an all-purpose fire starter. It's a weatherproof fire starter that works under the most extreme conditions. Our proprietary formula is engineered to sustain any intense flame that can reach over 1 foot in height, while producing a continuous burn time up to 10 minutes. So it's pretty neat. And they have a shelf life of over 30 years. So
Yeah.
more likely these things aren't gonna get old on you, and you're gonna have to throw them away. These you get 25 in a bag for $7.99. So another very reasonable price on these. They store easy. It's got a Ziploc style at the top, so you can keep them from air getting to them or water. But they are waterproof, and we're going to kind of show you a couple different examples today on how they burn, and then we're going to put some water in a cup.
Yeah,
and
we'll
we're
show you.
gonna
And another thing, these are non-toxic as well. So
Mm-hmm.
again, you want to throw them in your fireplace inside your house or cook with them, whatever. You're good there. They're just something you should probably keep in your vehicle. I mean, we talk about if you're stranded, car break.
Yep.
I mean, you can start a fire literally in water.
That's true.
I mean,
good
it's
point.
more of a survival guide thing too versus just a fire thing. But really simple. I mean, you open them up, take them out. There it is. Just a little white. It's almost like a chalk material.
Actually, looks looks like Laffy Taffy or something.
Yeah, don't eat it. Though.
No, don't eat it. But
Don't
it looks,
eat it.
it's just a, I don't know what the ingredients are.
It's
but
like a chalk material, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's simple. You put your lighter up to it, and look at that, guys.
Just like that.
Instant.
And as you can see, as it burns, the flame will get higher and higher.
Yeah.
And the insane temperature for, like I said, up to 10 minutes.
Yeah, it'll just sit there and burn.
Yeah, and you can see that's a pretty good flame there.
Right.
So.
Even better, we'll check this out. So now we'll take our water. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put this out first.
Yeah, better do one at a time. There you go. It's like a little, like I said, we're doing a little science experiment today.
Then we're going to add some water in here, guys.
So we're going to show you now this is waterproof, so these can get wet.
Yeah.
So if you leave them out in the rain overnight, or the kids, I don't know, put them in the sink or
take
something.
this. We're gonna dip it in the water here, fully under the water. You guys can see that. So then you take it out. Like I said, it's wet. Grab my lighter again here. And we'll just take this here. Give it a little go. Yeah, that's all right.
So as you can see, after Jason doused it in the water, he's lighting it back up. So as if you left it out in the rain, or the kids put it in a bucket of water or something like that, just kind of going to show that these, even if they do get wet, you leave them out or in a place that has a lot of moisture, you can still open them up and use them. Yeah. As you can see, this one we just dipped in the glass of water, took it out, and lit it right back up. So that's kind of another positive.
Yeah, pretty neat thing. Like I said, it'll stay wet.
You should show them, Jay. We'll show them the last experiment of actually putting it in the water. How about that?
Yeah, absolutely.
We're getting a little bit of a smoke in this room.
Yeah.
That's all right. So again, that's the quick fires, and we do sell those here right at Campsite, and we got plenty of those. You can actually buy them individually, or you can get them in the 25 pack. And I believe they actually have another one that's like 50.
Yeah, they have like a tube type style.
Yeah, it's like a tube style, but again, that's gonna last you, all of a year, if not more, depending on how many fires you have a year. But usually 1 to 2 of these will start a fire. So you're gonna get yourself quite a few fires before you have to get something else. And this thing, $7.99.
Right.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
And then now
go ahead, Jay.
Now it's just sitting in the water. Like I said, throw your lighter on it and
just like that, as it's sitting in a glass of water. So again, we just want to do this to show you that it is waterproof. So under any conditions, these things, they work every time. So check them out. It's a great product. Again, quick fire. We sell them right here at Campsite RV. You can buy them individually or get them in a pack. So check them out.
Pretty neat.
Yeah,
pretty neat.
Better put that one out too, Jay.
Yeah, I'll get that one.
There we go.
There we go.
Just like that. But so yeah, those are our 2 fire starters we wanted to kind of talk about today on today's episode. Like I said, both of them are great. Check them both out. Come on in. But going ahead, Jay, with this whole coronavirus, I know we've had it's been different than any other season out there.
Yeah, it has.
As of right now, all the campgrounds are closed. A lot of the parks are closed. We need to be inside, and we want to be staying away from everything. Social distancing, but at the same time, what can people do, you think, to still get that camping experience without having to go to the campgrounds?
Well, it's going to be creative.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have you have that camper in storage, you're going to have to pull that thing out and put it in your driveway.
Yep.
Or you're going to have to put it in the backyard, or if you have a piece of farmland, pull it out there, just to get that feel. And I mean, when we grew up, we camped in the backyard all the time.
Yep.
And it's just something to get out of the house, have a fire. You can have a controlled fire.
Yep.
It doesn't have to be a 40-foot bonfire.
Yep.
Get a couple logs and stuff like that, and the kids are still going to feel like they're doing something.
Mm-hmm. It's true. I heard this on I was listening to a podcast the other day coming to work, and a couple, I can't remember what the article was, but they're explaining it, and a mom and dad, since all the restaurants are closed, they actually, the dad was the chef, the mom was the waitress, they made menus, the kids sat at the bar, and they made it a restaurant style right in their own home. And I thought that was kind of cool, and you can do the same thing with that in the camping.
Put it towards this. I mean, make a fort inside. Build a makeshift tent with couch cushions and sleep in that. We're just gonna have to.
We're gonna have to find it's kind of bringing out the creative side of all of us. With all this going on. I know even at home we find different things to do. But yeah, even the camper. Get the camper out in the driveway. Get it in the backyard. Put the mat out. Get the chairs out. Get a fire going.
Yes.
Hang your lights on the awning.
Have a beer or two.
Yeah, I mean, at least, like I said, just getting out of the house, doing something else is gonna not only bring positive, vibes, to you and your family. So, but yeah, I think that's kind of the biggest thing right now is, what can we do differently, to but you to still have this camping season. You
Right,
know?
and that's that's just it, because at this point we don't know when parks are going to open, we don't know when campgrounds are going to be open, so there might be a good portion of the summer spent in your driveway.
Yep.
But it's still better than being inside.
Correct. Yeah, exactly. It's still camping, just in your driveway.
Yeah.
So, which we did a lot. So,
Right.
So that puts this episode in the books. I want to say thanks again for watching. My name's Kelly. This is Jason. Remember, you can check us out on our Facebook page at Campsite RV, or go to our YouTube page and click the little subscribe button in the right corner. We'd sure appreciate that. We also did add on our website at campsiterv.com a little podcast tab at the top. If you click on that, you can type a question in, and that'll directly go to Jason, and we'll be more than happy to answer that question on the next podcast. But for now, I want to say thanks again for watching. We'll see everybody next week. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.